Let me see if we can get the echo to stop on my end. Are you
Okay.
getting an echo on your end?
No, everything sounds fine here.
Hold on.
Hey,
Let me close up those.
there he is. Hold on, let me
Okay.
camera down there.
Let's try it. How's that?
Sounds fine to me.
I think it because I had the stream up that it was echoing back on me.
Oh yeah. Let's not have that happen.
So we can use, I don't have an official model yet, but we can use whatever really want. You've created so many fun things for me, but I trust you on that.
Okay, what's going on? Apparently you're level 20, whatever that's supposed to mean.
Oh. Probably because I just jump in and irritate people with streams.
Fair enough.
I mean, I troll you a little bit. I troll Spider quite a bit.
Oh, you missed people for trolling Spider because he showed us pictures of him in a spider suit, and he has this unfortunate problem of being a black man, so he's well endowed. And I'm like, I understand your problem, but since you showed me the picture, I'm gonna bully you for it.
I mean, it's what I get for driving home while you guys were having fun with that. If I had been DM'd, I could have jumped into VC while I was driving home.
I mean, I don't know. Why does it still say that? I don't understand. On my side, it says I'm interviewing Steel Bear, but everyone's like, it's still saying like you're interviewing the other person. I don't understand. Why?
Sir Michael?
Yeah, it was somebody from the other day. Nice fellow. Very, very nice fellow. Very shy. Hold on, let me see. I'll just go to Twitch and do it on Twitch and see what it's saying.
Solak has it correct. I wonder if Runesaur has something, if he needs to refresh it. Has it correct.
It says that on Twitch. It might just be on Kick that says it.
Maybe.
I'm just taking a look here. Take a look. No, on Kick it says it there too. I'm not even sure why it says that then. Oh no,
Maybe.
my background. That's a great background. I'm tired of people saying
It is great.
Yeah. People get upset that it's not a good background. I think it's a great background. I think it's a great background.
It is great.
Yeah. No, it's here. We'll do that. The notification and stream element said it was Sir Michael. That's weird. Okay, well, whatever. Wait, I guess we're here now. Hold on, let me take a little room for it. Oi. So I said it. Well, I can take her shoes all around.
Yeah, on the main front, I'm looking at the front screen of and not getting into VC or into.
Okay, so the
stream.
notification did say.
Yeah, on the main
Okay.
front, I'm looking at the front screen of and not getting into VC or into.
All right, turned up the mic. I don't know if that did anything.
Stream.
I hope it did.
Okay, let's test it out. I've got the volume down in a couple areas,
Turned up the mic. I don't know.
so I can't hear it on my end.
Do that. Okay, much better. That'll work.
Awesome.
Hello. I have no idea what type of Hebrew shit that is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm assuming it's Hebrew. I don't know. I don't know what the difference between Hebrew and Yiddish is. I'm not gonna lie to you. Also, Roxy, hello. And I am. I feel like I am. Well, yeah. Let me. Do you have a Fugi thing?
What?
Fugi?
What? I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could just use the Discord screen if that's okay with you.
I don't care. I mean, I'll let you choose on what you want to use. My Discord one is not my normal Steel Bear thing, but it's fun. It's one of my favorite pictures.
No, if it's one of your favorite pictures, I guess we're using it. Right, so 100% use that then. There we go. We'll do that. We'll do this, and we'll do that. There we go. We'll do that. Hello. We'll say everyone wins with jig streams. You're not really. Kind of stupid, but fair enough. I like your enthusiasm. Okay, there's a chat problem. I had to be sure of this. All right, so you're good.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna make a large clap. It makes it easier for editing. So hopefully this actually picks it up. Oi, oi, oi! All right, slapping hands together. So hi, how are you? How's everything?
I am fabulous. How are you?
Hey, you know, I'm alive. I'm working. Really getting close to 600 followers on X and all that good stuff. So there's all that.
Sweet.
Right. Thanks.
We need to make that announcement and start boosting those numbers.
You know,
We've had a lot of increases lately.
Yeah, like everyone's all of a sudden their numbers they've gone up. It's crazy. But what about you? What about your numbers? What are you doing?
Let me take a look. I haven't looked in a couple weeks. I don't pay attention to mine as much. I pay attention to everybody else's.
But why though?
Originally, I joined X to support Tiger.
Oi, oi, oi.
That was literally the only reason I joined X. So I'm at 251 followers.
Oh, that's way too low. We need to boost chat. I'm put it in. I'm put a link in the chat. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and at least take a look. I'm not saying you have to follow because I don't want to tell people to just go follow someone for no reason. But it would be really cool if you did. That's all I'm saying. So are you getting into this stuff? Are you getting to the AI stuff or what? Like it's
a little bit. My patience level is not the best. So I'll sit and try and play with it, and then I get mad when it doesn't do what I want it to do, which is why I put Tiger to work doing what I want him to do.
Hey,
I mean, it's why I married him, right? To put him to work.
That is true. We've seen it. We've seen the pictures. And yeah, he's kind of he does whatever you tell him to do.
I mean, 22 years of marriage, you expect the abuse.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Fair enough. Is he just like a masochist like that, or is it because he actually loves him? These are the questions you need to be asking.
No, he just likes to make me happy, honestly.
Oh, that's a good man.
I got very, very blessed when he and I met. And our relationship is all about picking on each other.
Okay.
That he's made the jokes, and if you've seen the video, Gina's song that he did, in fact, my little clip, my picture here is a clip from that he and Atami did a collab on the music video. That Tiger wrote the song and Atami did all the fun video work for it. But a lot of the things that Gina says to Anthony in the song are things that I've said to Tiger over the last 22 years. I mean, like wanting to turn his hair into a wig because he's got the most beautiful hair I've ever seen.
I mean, he could, but could you deal with him bald? Is the real question.
You don't have to shave it off. You can just. I mean,
I don't know. I feel like you should do a Johnny Sins cosplay. Why not, right? Couldn't be that bad.
I mean, I like his hair, and it's beautiful because he's got. If you've seen when a lot of women have dyed their hair that like coppery red,
yeah,
that's his hair color. Okay, that it's got the streaks of blonde and everything else and gold highlights. It's absolutely beautiful, especially in the sunlight. But
So,
no, so I originally just joined X to support him and support everything that he's been doing with the comic. He started writing all that long before we met. And so originally I just joined X to support him, and then he introduced me to you and Jess and JC and a whole bunch of others.
Oh, okay.
And you guys doing
God.
what you do has gotten me interested in actually thinking of doing some of the AI things on my own
You should.
and not just supporting everybody.
Yes, but I have to say, do your own thing. Also, you're not going to thank the father. But yeah, you do your own thing, man. It's nice. It's funny because I wasn't thinking about doing anything myself. And then I went to ChatGPT and just typed stuff in. And then it was like, this is kind of interesting. And then it came a bit of a small obsession. And now I'm doing this thing where I'm taking sea shanties and then putting them in there and then making prompts based off of that. So that's pretty cool.
Is that what some of the things that you're doing with it? Because your prompts are amazing.
Well, thank you.
I look forward to what you're doing every day. It's like, okay, Eva does her prompt of the day, but honestly, the stuff that you're doing is probably better than some of her stuff. And don't get me wrong, I love her stuff. It's a blast. But yours is very outside the box.
That's something else that I've kind of noticed. I like doing different things that a lot of people aren't doing. And I'm not saying that her stuff is bad either, because like I started doing her stuff, and I took some of her prompt work and then incorporated it into mine. And so now I'm just like, trying to test the boundaries of how odd and weird I can get with it, and I think it's pretty nice.
No, it's a lot of fun that she started a trend, and now there's a ton of you guys that are doing similar prompts, and it's honestly a blast to watch.
It's very
and
true.
to jump in and support with that.
I was thinking, because like I have some of your reference sheets, and I have some of Tiger's reference sheets and whatnot. And I thought about using you guys more often, but also I don't want to like continuously ping you every day, because like I would drop like 6 prompts a day just because I could, just because that's what I'm thinking about currently. And then I still have like a book of prompts that I just haven't done, and I still need to like figure out. So,
you know, if you did a prompt of the day, I mean, it could help you grow even more. I mean, you're growing like crazy right now anyways.
it's true, like literally.
But prompt of the day or prompt of the week or whatever.
Right? I don't know if I could do a prompt of the week though. I do too much to do that. I'd have to do like prompt of the time of day.
Well, considering what you've been doing, that's not really a surprise.
Yeah, true. There's so many sea shanties that I could use. You'll know it's a sea shanty if I have the music emojis in them, and then the text for it is actually the song lyrics. And then if you actually hear the song, you will see, and then see the picture, you'll see exactly why I got to where I was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It drops like 100 a day. I do drop like 100 a day, bro. I really do. And I feel bad for constantly pinging people. But like at the same time, it's just like, well, I mean, I thought this would look nice, and it kind of does. So like, what do you think? You know what I mean?
Right.
But
well, and they're a lot of fun. There's so much fun, the things that you've been coming up with. But it's like, it's fascinating to see how the mind works when I see some of these prompts.
Oh my god, that could make
because you see, I mean, the beach party prompt the other day.
That was fun. That was really fun.
That was so much fun. I saw that and I'm like, and then so many others following in and jumping on it and seeing the different colors of the popsicle.
That was great.
That showed up randomly. I was like, it's cute and it's wholesome. And you and I have had so many discussions in different formats of how we're not seeing enough wholesome in this day and age.
True.
And 90% of your prompts are wholesome.
That is the idea.
And that's one of the things that I love about it.
I can't wait till you start doing this and we can see your prompts, because like I feel like a lot of people don't give them enough credit when they do this stuff, because they're like, well, I don't know what to do. And it's like, once you learn like the basics, that's when everything opens up, and then you can start critiquing and like curating your ChatGPT or your Gemini or your Grok to do exactly what you want it to do. Because a lot of the prompts that I do, I can type like 3 or 4 sentences, say make this a prompt, and then it already knows exactly what I want because I've been doing it for so long.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that.
It's real. I mean, it's real nice.
To be fair, 90% of my prompts are things to troll my husband. Okay, let's face facts.
Fair enough.
I mean, the yarn cannon thing is going to actually happen in real life and not just something that I do to troll him on X and Facebook. That I've got a friend in, so I'm a stitcher.
Right.
Constantly knitting, crocheting, whatever. And there's a guy in my group that has been playing with a lot of 3D printed items, and he's actually looking for a file to be able to print a cannon, and we're gonna make a yarn cannon out of it, a physical one.
Sick.
But he's been looking for the things, and he's got to be able to do some upgrades to his 3D printer before he can. But I've been talking to him about it, and I think it'll be something fun to do. But no, it started off as a joke between Tiger and I years ago, long before we met, or long before I got into X. That probably, I don't know, 5-10 years ago, something like that. And it's turning into something that's fun that we use on a regular basis. And now Spider's throwing some of the spider webs in on it.
I saw that. That was great.
We're working on the Chancla cannon now too. That although I'm not Latina, I have to get permission to be Latina to be able to throw a Chancla. I mean,
wait, what?
I eat Latina. That's a joke that I saw earlier this week. That, you know, Bear's not Latina. Can she really throw a Chancla? I know how to throw a Chancla. Let me tell you, I know how to throw one.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were Latina.
No, I am white as white can be.
Oh.
My DNA, I did the Ancestry DNA about 1.5 years ago, and I am a complete Euro mutt. It's crazy. Everything from Irish and Scottish to, I can't remember, there was another weird one, Malton that's in there, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm a complete Euro mutt. But I grew up in a significantly Mexican neighborhood in South Dallas.
Oh,
so
okay, yeah. You might as well.
The vast majority of my neighbors were Mexican. I learned how to cook by legit beans and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was about to say, you were taught by actual Mexican abuelas.
Yeah, that abuelas that spoke very little English, and I learned how to cook at their knees. So when I cook, a lot of my cooking is based on that, depending on my mood.
Yes, Kay, more Texans.
Yes, I'm not in Texas anymore. I've been in Utah for almost 23 years.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But I've been here. I mean, my ancestors literally crossed the plains from Denmark to Utah, believe it or not.
That is insane.
So I am as Utah as you can get. But having spent so much, I spent 13 years in the Dallas area. So
hey,
I still have more than a few hookups there.
Hey, better than me. I spent 2 months in Dallas and then lost my job, my car, and my apartment all within the same week. And that just happened to be the week that Texas had one of their blizzards, and I almost froze to death. So,
oh my gosh!
Yeah, it was there. Once you get to know me, you'll realize that I have a lot of near-death experiences. But that's life, and I'm not even sad about it. It's just how it is, and it'll be a great story to tell my wife and kids one day.
Oh yeah, I believe it. No, that was the winter that I was making jokes with my family, because I've got a lot of family throughout the entire state, and I was making jokes that, you know, you guys stole our winter, because we had one of the driest winters in Utah than we've ever had. Ooh. And in fact, I was working for a company. I was working for a call center at the time, that we actually had to cancel a lot of our meetings because pipes burst in the corporate building out there. And so here we were, where it was in the 60s in December, and that's not normal for us.
That is crazy.
And they were having pipes burst because of the freezing. And a little over 2 years ago, I was working with somebody that he took a few days off work just to be able to redo the pipes in his yard.
Jeez.
Because of it. And we were making the jokes of it. They stole our winter. And ironically, this last winter was very similar. They had more snow in Utah than we have, or in Texas than we've had in Utah. That it's, I think, the third driest winter we've had in the last 100 years this year. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
That's just the weather. I didn't realize the weather was like that. What are you, west of the Rockies? Something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as a
I'm-
truck driver, I used to know that. I just kind of stopped paying attention. But your state is beautiful. I will give you that. Your state is immaculate.
It is really pretty. I have a beautiful drive every single day when I drive into work.
How long is your commute?
Someday I'll have to actually... I have about a 35, 45-minute commute, depending on traffic.
Okay. Yeah,
So, not horrible.
yeah, but so that's not horrible.
I've had worse. I've also had better.
Fair enough. And do you like what you do?
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
I absolutely love the company that I work for. I took a massive risk 2 years ago and went from 16 years of call center work into working for HR for a mortgage company. So I really love what I do.
Oh, there you go. I'm biased. I hate HR, but that's because I'm a blue collar worker. And whenever you get called into HR as a blue collar worker, they're here to tell you something about something you said and someone didn't like it, and you have to act like you give a fuck. You know what I mean?
See, and I see that and I laugh, but at the same time, I roll my eyes about that because our company, while it's got very strict policies because we're a mortgage company, what do you expect?
True.
The original founder of our company works in our office. He had left the company and come back. And when I first met him, I realized that I'd had a calendar up on my cubicle and didn't exactly know who he was immediately. I just thought, okay, I've got a calendar up. And it's a swearing calendar. And then I realized, oh my goodness, I have the founder of the company looking at this calendar. How much trouble am I going to be in for having this? And then a couple days later, he pulls me into a meeting to ask me some questions because I was helping him with somebody that he was hiring. And the man was swearing up a storm, and I'm like, oh, that's why I didn't say anything. And our company is really relaxed about certain things like that, you don't get pulled into HR very often for things like that.
So do they have like remote
Because
work, or are
half
you all
the
guys?
time, it depends on the circumstances. So we do have the majority of our work is in office. In fact, poor Tiger is being pulled back into the office tomorrow.
Oh, ew.
I'm laughing and not laughing because he's not ready for it. But I'm like, now you get to do the drive with me. You get to spend more time with me every day.
Oh, well, yeah, there
So-
you go.
I mean, it's an excuse for me to torture him a little bit more.
Well, don't get in too much trouble. I would hate anything to go to HR.
Oh no,
But-
my management is already aware.
Oh, okay. Cool.
They are very aware.
Have they looked at
In
your
fact-
ex?
We don't talk about that.
Oh no.
Um,
Oh no.
A couple of the prompts that I posted on X may or may not have been posted in cubicles.
Oh jeez.
Okay. In fact, the original original Yarn Canon post from almost a year ago that I don't remember if you were in it. I know Jess was in it and a couple others. I actually printed it off and put it on in his cubicle to troll him. And my manager looked at me and she goes, "What is that for?" I'm like, "He needs something to remind him that I love him." And she just rolled her eyes and walked away. She's like, I'm not even gonna go there.
She just doesn't
But they
understand the
also-
neutron style is what it is. What a loser.
Oh no, it's crazy because she's also a knitter. And so if she sees anything yarn related, she's like, "Oh no, what is Becky up to this time?" So
Calling
they
someone
just
a
learned that
knitter
as
is
long as it's not too inappropriate, I'm allowed to put it up in his cubicle. You know, it's also the nice little wife that went and wiped down his desk and everything else this last week. And his manager looks at me and she goes, "You're so nice to him." I'm like, "Yeah, this is the one time this week I'm being nice to him." She starts laughing. I'm like, "No, this is the one time this week I'm being nice to him. You'll see."
So real quick, let's talk about you and Tiger. You said you've been with him for a while. Where did you guys meet?
This is gonna be really, really cliche. We met at a wedding.
Is that cliche? I don't know anyone who's done that.
So, long story short, keep in mind, I've got my roots, are very, very detailed in Utah. And we found this information out after we met.
Oi.
Okay.
But Tiger was headed to a church Halloween party. This is pre-GPS days, okay? And got lost and wound up at the wrong building.
Okay.
And met a girl, and the entire time he thought, "Oh my goodness, this woman is perfect for my brother." And she wound up introducing him to one of her friends, and they went on several double dates. And his brother and this other girl, who just so happened to be one of my best friends from when I went to high school in California.
Good Lord, you've been everywhere.
Yeah. I've lived a few places. But so he introduced her to his brother. Okay.
Okay.
And we had this friend group chat from the Yahoo groups days. Okay, I'm aging myself here.
God.
So, but my friend was posting pictures of Tiger and her new family that she's marrying into, and I kept thinking, this guy is really cute, but he's dating one of my friends.
Oh, damn.
And she would talk about him, and I'm like, no, this guy's mine. I'm like, why am I thinking this way? I have no idea who this guy is, and yet I'm really, really attracted to him. And I don't like that this other girl is dating him. And I was dating somebody else at the time. Okay? Well, he and the girl that he was dating broke up a couple weeks before the wedding, his brother's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And my boyfriend and I broke up within a few days of the time that Tiger and his girlfriend broke up. And my boss in California at the time told me I was going to come to Utah, fall in love, want to get married. And I flat out called her a liar. Needless to say, I come up here, and he was going to my friend's house. Yeah, we were rebounds. And
That's-
yeah, so
I didn't.
I stalked him.
I didn't want
I
to say
stalked
that.
him
But yeah.
online. Yeah, we were rebounds, and I stalked him. And at the same time, when he had just broken up with the girl, I was actually looking for him on a Yahoo Groups dating site and trying to get his attention, and he kept overlooking me. Ironically, because I was a couple years younger than him. And so
how many
he
years is a
didn't-
couple years? Because I hear people say that, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, you know, he was like 20 when I was 6." So
No, there's only 3 years between us.
okay,
So, but the girl he had broken up with was my age.
Hmm.
And so he thought that was too much of an age difference at that time. So I'm trying to get his attention. I'm stalking him, like DMing him, trying to say hi, and he's completely avoiding me.
wow,
And
what a
then,
dick.
yeah. So he comes over to pick up his tux for the wedding. And my friend told me to go and answer the door because I had a general idea of who he was because of the group chat and seeing his pictures. I opened the door and said hi to him and said his name. And at the time, I had a very thick accent. And he said that it was my Texas accent that he fell in love with.
First things first, W friend, go answer the door. She already knew. She knew what was up.
And I had plans. Okay, I was not going to get married. I had things that I wanted to do. I wanted to start school and things like that. And long story short, he and I were married. We were engaged within 3 weeks of meeting.
Jesus.
So if you know, you know. And then I moved up here to Utah a couple months later, and we got married a few months after that.
Fair enough. Also, paper. That's what I was thinking. So, how do I get a stalker? 'Cause, see, that's not the first time I've heard that.
I mean, you know, at Rune Source, I love this stalker story because I'm not the only person that has done this. If you know JC and Saber's story, that she stalked him a little bit too.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's funny because I got an interview with both of them later next week.
I find it absolutely hilarious. But no. So we wound up, it was kind of one of those, if you know, you know. And yeah, he didn't know I was stalking him until after, we were probably married about a year and a half after that I finally confessed to him.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. And he now was like, well, I wasn't intentionally avoiding you through that group. No, you were. You were.
Call him
It's
out.
his story versus my story, okay?
Yeah,
But the funny thing is the church building that Tiger met my friend in, one of my ancestors that crossed the plains from Denmark actually was one of the builders on that building.
oh, so it was fate.
So it's kind of, yeah. So it's kind of one of those, what are the chances of him getting completely lost and showing up at the wrong building? And it just so happens to be a building that my family had significant impact with.
Yeah, no, that's just fate, destiny, whatever you want to call it. Having, you know, there you go.
Right.
Yeah. Lucky men. They're very lucky men, brother. I want to be a father.
But he, you know, children is not in our, it's not in our path, but we're happily married.
Well, yeah,
So
y'all do y'all. I
he
just
would
think
make
it's
a great
interesting.
dad, and I see how he treats the dogs. Because goodness knows we've had enough animals in our 22 years together.
And so,
But-
what's the idea from here? I guess just live out your days in Utah, or do you guys plan on doing a lot of traveling, or are you gonna move at all? What's going on with all this?
Eventually, we want to buy a big piece of property. We're working on buying the house that we're living in. Our landlord wants to sell it to us. I'm not the biggest fan of the house, but I love our neighborhood.
Okay.
You never know when you're gonna have an emergency with neighbors that you need somebody. and I wouldn't trade my neighbors for the world.
True.
Tiger
True.
has joked about wanting to move to Texas, and I've looked at him and said, honey, I don't think he could handle it. I don't think he could handle the heat.
What do you mean?
We're talking about...
It's a dry heat, though. Kind of.
No, Texas is not a dry heat. You're looking at 90% humidity.
Yeah, I was like, well, yeah.
Utah has the dry heat because we're 5 miles from the border of the West Desert.
Yeah.
So.
I'm thinking more Arizona. If I was gonna move out there, I'd move out to Texas just because I know a lot of streamers and whatnot are out there. But as soon as I got to retire, I'd probably go to Arizona or something because that's dry heat. I can deal with that, and it's nice. Also, we can't do that. We can't do that reverse stalking because we're guys. Okay, guys can't stalk. That's how we get charges.
Unfortunately, and even girls doing the stalking thing now. I mean, it's very different now versus 20 years ago.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I for some reason can see you busting out the yellow pages.
I mean, they still exist.
Do they really?
Well, yeah, stalking now is... I kind of laugh because we met before the movie Who's Got Mail. And when I first saw that, Tiger looks at me and goes, a lot of this is very similar to what happened when we met. Because I was trying to get his attention.
True.
But no, I was bound and determined I was not going to get married. And even I went on a business trip a little over a year ago, almost a year and a half ago. Where I went down to the Arizona, Nevada, Utah border. That little corner down there. And I stopped and saw my boss from California, now lives in St. George. And I stopped to see them because I hadn't seen them in many, many years. And she looks at me and she goes, I still want my real apology. Because of the fact that she was the one who told me. That she had fun saying I told you so. And I mean, it's a silly story. But I mean, it's us. So eventually, we do want to eventually travel, but with our dogs right now, that's very much a challenge. Unfortunately, Groot with his breeds is still illegal in a couple different states.
Illegal
so we wouldn't be able to take him.
What is it?
He's a pit mix. He's a pit husky mix, and pits are illegal in various states.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
You have to be careful about where you are.
Huh. Never. Okay. Yeah. No. Never once would have thought of that. But all right.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
It's really dumb.
Yeah.
But because we do have our animals, trying to travel is a challenge. Exactly, Runesor. I mean, pits tend to take on the personality of their owners.
Yeah.
And I like to make a joke that Groot looks like a pit and acts like a husky, and I wish it were the other way around. Because Tiger's cute and cuddly, and he's sweet, and Groot, it depends on his mood.
So have you...
Groot's a menace to society.
Have you been all over Utah?
For the most part, yeah.
So you've been to Moab, Utah, right?
Been to where?
Moab.
We have driven through it. I've not actually stopped and played down there.
Okay.
I want to.
Oh my god, you definitely should.
It's so pretty.
It is. As an OTR trucker, I ended up having to drive through the 191 that goes straight through it. It was so nice. And there was so much to do there while I was there. And I was just like, if I go on a road trip or something, that's exactly where I'm going. Yeah, thanks for the kick. I still don't know what that means, though. Also, got a message. Hello, how you doing? Oh, that would be so nice. road trips and whatnot. I have reason to believe, I don't know where I heard this from, but you in a group of people that you know from the interwebs were planning on doing something next year. That's still a
Yes.
thing. That's still true. What's going on about
It
that?
is, it is still something that we're discussing, and I would love to do. I've told Tiger that I want to save up and rent an RV
Okay.
and take at least a week and a half to do it
Yeah. Yeah.
and just have fun. And with the position that I'll have at work from that time frame, maybe work a little bit, work remotely, and not use up all my vacation time. But if we do that, then I could actually take the bratty dogs because my little one doesn't handle car rides at all. He can
Mm,
barely handle going down the street to the PARK, and I have to spell it because I've got the Groot at my feet.
true. True.
And if I say the word,
Oh, they're gonna go wild, aren't
then
they?
he will go insane. And he's
Yeah.
already insane as it is.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Also, Yakuna, I didn't know you could send single cents in Kick. That's actually kind of that's kind of hilarious. I love that. I have a question for you, though. Still, I have a question for you.
Huh.
Hypothetically, if I myself, showed up with a couple other people and we did like a whole nice little week down in Moab, what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
I think it would be a blast. I'd say let's do it.
Okay, I was about to say,
I would.
I'm so game because I've been to St. George's. I actually had to go through there quite a lot, and Salt Lake City, simply because trucking. So I was like, when I got a chance to go to Moab, it was like, yeah, we need to come back here, and you're already kind of close to there, so it's like,
Yeah. It's only a 4.5 hour drive.
yeah, so it's like either we go up to you and we just bring you down, or we just meet up in Moab and just go crazy.
Moab would be a blast to meet up with because there's, like you said, there's so much to do.
Yeah,
And yes, it's hot, but it's a dry heat.
yeah.
And if we had a couple of us just rent RVs instead of getting a hotel, find a campground, I think it would be a blast to do. I would be totally down for that.
Oh, that would be so sick. I love doing stuff like that. So it seems like
I love doing road trips.
I do too. It's one of the reasons I got paid to do it at one point. I mean, they called it trucking, but whatever. So
I mean, have you looked at getting back into it?
I was thinking about it, but I kind of got like this going on, and I can't do this if I'm out there. Also, like, I don't know how I'm supposed to find a wife if I'm like never in one spot. So, and I know the internet's a thing, but like if I'm driving on the highway, I can have like super nice internet, and then literally I could drive 20 feet and I don't have internet for like the next 20 miles. So,
Yeah. The Spider and especially Saber like to make fun of me that when I'm in BC driving to and from work, I hit like a 3-mile spot where they say that I'm starting to pixelate
yeah.
because I'm going in between one county into Salt Lake County. So, because I drive into Salt Lake between 5 and 7 days a week.
Yeah, there you go. Like 95% of the women on the internet aren't women either. Fair enough, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of scary, but it's true.
Yeah,
But you also have to look at how many men aren't men anymore either. Unfortunately, there's, I don't know.
No, I mean it's true.
I'm glad. I would hate to be in the dating age right now.
Oh,
I don't know how you guys do it.
We don't. A lot of us just kind of gave up.
Which is sad because you guys are really amazing guys. And I mean, I know I got lucky when I did. As much as I troll him, as much as I harass him, and you guys know I do it on a daily basis.
True.
But at the same time, it's also fun. But I can't imagine trying to date in this day and age because, and I'll say it time and time again, and you'll see me when I'm trolling, especially Spider and Pixel, that women are crazy. And way too many women are just, it's sad because there's the vast majority of them are really sweet people. And then you have some that are just, they give everybody else a bad rep. Unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah,
Venusaur, my husband has said the same thing.
yeah. I was about to say.
That
Yeah.
it's just,
And
it's
you know
not
the
worth
worst
it.
part about it? You know the worst part about it? Like, it wouldn't be so terrible if the people that made whatever group you're a part of, in this case women, if they didn't look so bad, if they would just stop talking and being so loud. But they're so loud and they put their negativity everywhere, so everyone thinks that's just how it is, even though it's not.
Right. Right. I mean, I look at genuinely nice women out there. I mean, listening to your stream the other day with it's Midnight K, and she's so sweet.
Oh, you saw that, right?
And yeah, I was in there. I was having fun. I mean, I got pulled into a meeting at work during that stream, and I'm like, "Dang nabbit, work has to take over my fun." But no,
True.
but there's so many genuinely kind women out there.
True.
But because we're almost too nice, that there's
You can
we
take it.
often get overlooked, or we get snatched up way too quickly.
Yeah, or you get taken advantage of, because I've seen that one a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's no bueno. Yeah, and you know what really sucks also? I've noticed there's like, there are a lot of women online that seem to be really cool, right? But they're all already with somebody, and it's like, that's awesome. I'm happy for you, but also I'm going to be selfish here for a little bit. What about me?
Yeah.
What about me? Come on, man.
Look at some of the women around me, and I'm like, she's a little young for you. I wouldn't recommend for you. But I keep looking at some of my friends, and of course in my age group, or either we've written off men completely, because once you hit that 40, that tends to happen, or
I mean, hey,
we're crazy.
Hey, as it seems like the tide's changing, especially with what men are looking for. Because if you're over 30 now, and you're a single woman, at least in America, they call that hag maxing now, and a lot of younger men are looking for older women, which is cool.
Really?
Yeah, which like it's cool, but also kind of sucks because I am now of that age, so if those little dudes can like wait their turn, grown folk talking, okay, because like. I'm trying to be a dad, I'm trying to be a husband, trying to be a father, and I kind of can't do that with all these little shits running around, okay?
You don't want these 20-something-year-olds going after the 40-something-year-old women? Come on.
No. You have fun. You have fun doing something else or whatever. Like, I want mine, okay? I want my favorite person to have and to hold, okay? You have time. I don't. I'm running out over here.
Yeah. Before it goes up in the chat, hi, Ruby. Sorry, I didn't want to miss out that you said hi to both of us. No, it is a crazy market right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's so many more opportunities with the dating apps, but it's kind of hard to say that there's so much, people are not genuine enough for it.
Yeah. And part of that's a social media problem too.
It's crazy that it's hard to know how genuine somebody really is.
Yeah, it is true.
Because the dating apps I've made the jokes that Tiger's aunt and uncle met a few months after he and I met. Ironically, on a dating app.
Hmm.
And I look at, yeah, that dating apps from 10, 15 years ago are not dating apps now
Oh no, not anymore. No.
at all. At all. And it's crazy
Also, if you want to get black,
how the exact same app has changed so dramatically in, I think of it as a short period of time.
yeah, no, true. And if you want to, like, you know how everyone knows how dating apps sucks. There's this one story that whenever I think about getting on a dating app, I immediately think of this. The dude who made Match was married and made Match, and then lost his wife, who a man she met on Match.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That
So
that's insane.
yeah, like
I mean, he did it to try and help other single people and then lost his marriage
yeah,
because of it. Oh ho ho.
Yeah. And you want to know what sucks? You want to know what sucks? Well, I mean, that in and of itself sucks. But there's also gems out there like Jess, right? That are by herself.
Yeah.
And I thought it was funny because she was like, nobody wants me. And then a bunch of people were like confessing to her. And it's like, yeah, dude, I told you, no one cares. Men really don't seem to care how old you are. Really, that's not the issue. So,
No.
But we can't find, there's not a lot of women that are like that are single. Correct. Let me be there. There are not a lot of women that are like that are single for us men out here. So it's like, well, what
Right.
do we do now? And it's
But
like,
she's also at the frame of mind where she doesn't want more kids and trying to find a guy that doesn't want more kids either.
yeah, I mean, dude, at this point, like I
Is-
say, it's like
It's harder.
right? I mean, like at this point, I say I want kids, but like I just don't think it's really in the cards, just timing wise. I just think it's in the
Yeah.
cards. So like, if it doesn't happen, whatever, it doesn't happen. But like, at least getting married, I think that'd be kind of cool.
No, it's having that companionship. I mean, if you had the amount of hell that Tiger and I have gone through over many years of infertility, we're one of those make list of things that have gone wrong infertility wise. Okay. And we were the type that, I mean, Tiger bought games and movies and things like that, solely focusing on when we have kids, these are things that we wanted to introduce the kids to.
Yeah.
That we would have our dates when we were early married were dollar menu and ice cream and hitting up Toys R Us.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Also, RMP Toys R Us. You know, we're a real one.
I know. But those were our early dates that we wanted a family so bad. And it's not been in our cards because my body sucks. But that's also one of the communications that you have to have of, yes, you want kids, but you have to also, what if there's the alternative? Because we started talking about that we eventually wanted to adopt, whether we could have biological kids or not.
Hey, I was adopted.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard a little bit of the stories that we wanted to adopt. And adoption now is hard.
Is it?
It's not like it was in the 80s and 90s.
I mean, if you don't mind me
That-
asking, what changed? Because I've only been through the process as an infant. I don't actually.
So, first of all, almost everybody wants babies.
Yeah.
And it is cheaper to adopt through the foster care system. But because of our living circumstances, so we have Tiger's dad that lives with us, okay?
Okay.
To be able to go through the foster care system, we have to not just pass a background check for Tiger and I. His dad also has to pass one.
Really?
Yes. For whether it's an overseas adoption or through foster care, whatever it is.
Oi.
But additionally, when they do the home inspections, because his dad is up there in age, if things like the laundry soap isn't locked away, things like that, if you fail an inspection, they can pull the kids out until everything is completely finalized. So it is a lot harder to even do the foster care. We looked at being foster parents.
Okay.
And so if his dad forgets to put Tylenol back in the cabinet, okay, just as a random example, because there's a long list of things that you have to keep locked up at all times. If you fail an inspection until the adoption is completely finalized, and it can take anywhere from 2 to 5 years, then they can pull a child from your home.
Huh. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
Probably ask my folks about how I got adopted. You're not one of those people that are going to buy like a kid that isn't your. Well, okay, I say buy a kid because it's always a joke that my mom's white and then she adopted 4 black kids. But
that's funny, but no.
Oi, oi, oi.
I mean, my mother-in-law made jokes that she was gonna buy us a kid, and I'm like, get rich and do it, because it's expensive.
Yeah.
It is. We looked at IVF, in vitro fertilization, because that's what it would take for me to have, to be able to biologically have children. And it is cheaper to go through IVF than to adopt, unless you do a private adoption. And what that is basically, you know, somebody outside of the system that is giving up a baby, okay, for whatever reason. And as horrible as it is, and no, this is a rant that I'm going to try and avoid, but the increase in abortions have also taken away from the ability for adoption. That private adoptions are few and far between anymore. Because instead of a woman saying, you know, I can't take care of this baby, they're aborting it instead of being open-minded to giving the baby up for adoption. And the main focus of foster care is reunification, which I am 100% in favor of. That if reunification between the biological parents and children is the goal. Sorry, I've got a dog screaming at me. He got stuck.
No, you're good.
He's whining. Let me take your leash off, but it's because of that, a lot of adoption agencies have been shut down
I did not know
for that reason.
That's kind of insane.
Yeah, it's like Renasaur just mentioned, that abortion is not birth control. Unfortunately, a lot of people treat it as birth control. And so you have a lot of couples like myself and Tiger that we've been together for a long time. And we wanted to adopt. But because of it's either going overseas to adopt, and a lot of countries are closing adoptions to the US, that it's a lot harder unless you are already if you're already fostering, you've already gone through all that, which, as I mentioned, is not exactly feasible for Tiger and I. That would be our only easy option. So, I mean, now we're aunt and uncles to more kids than I can count between both of our sides of the family.
Well, there you go, I guess.
Oh,
I didn't know they were cutting off like adoptions to people in the US. I didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah. China, once you hit 40, you can't adopt. Once you get into your 40s, unless you've already adopted, previously, externally, it's almost impossible to adopt outside the US.
Is there a reason for that?
You're higher risk health wise if you're over 40.
Okay, then.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's sad.
I mean, okay, all right, whatever. I guess it was a little dumb, especially not a lot of people are wanting to adopt, and you have people that want to adopt here ready, and they're just like, well, you're 40, so okay.
Yep. I mean, it's sad,
Weird.
but it's what we've come across. We've done the foster care classes. We started the background checks, things like that, and I mean, just the upgrades that we have to do to our home to be able to have kids in our home would blow your mind. Just to be able to pass the home inspections, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, I was thinking if you have
Don't
to
get me
upgrade your
wrong,
home
it's
at all,
worth it, and there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of work because they don't want Joe off the street to come in and be a foster parent and just take the money and not take care of the kids.
Yeah.
Because you hear those horror stories.
It's funny. There was a story I heard the other day about that exact same thing. Oi.
You hear them all the time, and it was really common in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
But it's why roughly around 2010 it got to be a lot harder. Why they started making the laws. And in the last 5 years or so, even within the foster care system in Utah, it has decreased where they're not separating families out nearly as much. That a lot of the resources that families have through foster care, they're actually having in their homes so that they're not separating the families out. Which is kind of cool that you've got these kids are able to get into therapy. There's different churches that are donating clothing and food and things like that because a lot of the kids are taken away due to something, the parents having issues.
Yeah.
Of various kinds. Sometimes it's financial, sometimes it's psychological, things like that.
Yeah.
And so there's been studies shown recently that kids are doing better if they're having the same resources that they would have in foster care as if they were staying with their families.
Okay. Oi.
Yeah. So I don't know about the home inspections being stricter than OSHA. I know that for our home, we would have to, for instance, we don't have working AC or a swamp cooler. We would have to get that fixed. Our landlord doesn't want to pay for that. We have to have covers for the window wells, stuff like that. There's probably a good $10,000 worth of repairs and things that would have to be done to our home for us to be able to pass an inspection with foster care.
But yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
And I don't have that kind of money anytime soon.
Yeah, I can see how that would not be in the cards for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a lot harder.
Huh.
But again, there's reasons for it. You don't want a toddler running around the backyard and to fall into a window well.
Sure.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't want a toddler running around in my yard in general because my yard is a mess. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. It makes total sense. Well, from here... Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
You had something else to say, go on.
I was going to say, but it's worth making those upgrades when the time comes. As I was just going to finish up with that.
Oh, no, that's fair. Well, so, it seems like you're, obviously you're supporting your husband and whatnot, and That's
Oi, oi,
great. Don't get
oi.
me wrong; it's fantastic. But let's say how all this AI stuff works, right? And you can do all this stuff, and you have the time, and you have all that. What would you do?
If it were completely up to me, honestly, I just like supporting the others. I have fun. I enjoy trolling my husband. It sounds really strange that I keep putting him on a pedestal, but really, it comes down to the fact that he is genuinely my best friend. I love the man more than anything itself, and our goals for a couple are to be able to help his comics succeed, to get all of that up and running, because he's been working on that stuff for years. And at the same time, he's making my yarn cannon a thing. Like, he's legitimately looking for a way to make it physically happen. He's been doing all kinds of crazy research and talking to people to make it happen so that I can do a physical one. I think he's going to regret it when I get a physical one and not just throwing yarn at him randomly.
I feel like he's thought about it enough, and he's committed. He's committed to you and the yarn cannon, and that's what we like to see around here.
But he supports it. That it's a joke between us that honestly is a lot of fun. That I'm enjoying seeing other people playing with it online. That I'll be scrolling on X and seeing somebody random with a yarn cannon that I have no idea who they are, and they pop up with a yarn cannon, and to me that's a blast, because it started off as a joke between Tiger and I. That is, I wouldn't say it's going viral, but it's spreading.
Hey, that's all it needs to. And like, it'll spread, and then more and more people will see it. It'll probably go viral eventually at some point. I'm all here for it.
I think it would be a blast. But I mean, let's have fun with it. Jupool inserted himself into the yarn cannon this last week? Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know how that happened. I was just looking through something that Spider was working on, because Spider and I have been doing some collabs with it. And then suddenly I wake up and there's Jupool in the cannon itself.
You'll never know when he shows up.
Crazy.
He just will. I love it. So you were saying that Iron has a comic. Tell us about that. Also, is there any of the comics that are available for us to read currently, or is this still like nothing here yet? But like, we have everything set. We just need to like do it.
So he is hand drawing the comic itself.
Okay.
And he is he wrote the original book that it's based on back in high school. Okay, so over 20 years ago. But he's been slowly re-putting out, retyping up the chapters to be more significant now versus way back in the day.
Okay.
But the video that he posted, it's been a few weeks, is based on events that actually happen. Well, both of his videos that are out right now are based on sections from the comic itself that are on his YouTube. So it's along the lines of what you like to do, where it's a lot darker, but it's basically a handful of friends that, how can I describe it? Because I can't describe it. I know that you're doing a collab with him soon, and he can go into this a lot better than I can, because I'm going to butcher it. This is his baby, and I just have had fun supporting him. But his song Dilemma of the Seraph that's on his YouTube channel, goes into a lot of information with it,
Oi, oi,
with
oi.
that.
Okay.
But that's the darker side of what he does. That the main character, Anthony, is not going into too many details, but he does transform physically, and he's got healing abilities. And the love interest, Gina, is very much a Sundara that likes to tease him to no end, but she's an empath.
Sounds familiar.
And yeah, and I don't want, because now seeing some of the things that you've done, I'm like, oh, these worlds kind of collide. And you guys hadn't even met until what, about a year ago that you met Tiger on X? Almost a year ago?
Oi. Something like that, I think.
It's been almost a year. Because it was, what, August, September-ish last year that he met you and introduced us through this mutual friend group of ours. But yeah, there's a lot to it, and it's very dark, but there's a lot of humorous aspects of it too. Some of the things, like I said earlier, some of the things that are in the song are literally things that I've said to him in the past, wanting his hair for a wig, telling him, I don't like you, but you're kind of cute. Things like that. I mean, these are literally words that have come out of my mouth and things that I said to him when we first met. But there's also scenes that, I mean, my little picture there that you've got up is based on an actual story, believe it or not. A lot of people know me as Steel Bear, and they think, okay, because I like guns and I like bears, and my bear obsession is crazy because I'm a woman. I'm crazy. It's part of my job. But we went on a date when we were first married, and ironically ditched Tiger's grandmother's birthday party. Okay.
What?
I feel bad about it to an extent.
No. Hey,
we were at her birthday party, and his aunt was like, "Oh, so we were just down at Cabela's, and they have bear cubs that you could take a picture with." And
okay, well, I kind of get it now. I mean, if you could do that.
And I looked at her. I said, "I love you." And she goes, "I love you too." I said, "Are you going to be mad?" And she goes, "This is a once in a lifetime experience." And we just thought it would only be about 20 minutes ish from Cabela's. So we took the short little drive down there, and the line to see these bear cubs was wrapped around the store.
Oh, I bet.
And it was, it was about $20 to hold a bear for 30 seconds to take a picture. Okay. And we're in this long line, and I'm literally jumping up and down like a little kid. Okay. I mean, let's face it, I'm a little kid anyways. I'm lucky if I'm 5 foot. It kind of depends on if I've had a chiropractor adjustment or not, and who you're talking to, because I swear I'm 5 foot. Ask Tiger my height. That's a heated debate between us for the last few years. But I'm literally jumping up and down like a little kid, and you've got little kids surrounding us that are looking at me like I'm a crazy lady. Let's face it, I am. And we get up to the front of the line finally, and they said, "Okay, the bear's name is Twinkie." And she just woke up from a nap, so she's grouchy. Okay. So they go to hand her to me, and she attacked my face in kisses.
Awesome.
Full attack. And this is a grouchy bear. She just woke up from a nap. Remember this. And this is about 8 o'clock at night. And she was only about 20 weeks old-ish. So she was a baby. And they're trying to get her attention with squeaky toys to get her for the picture, and she would not stop licking my face at all. And I eventually just gave up and took the picture. And I go to hand her back to her handler because Tiger wanted to hold her too. She would not go near him. She wanted me. So I go to hand her back to her handler, and this is somebody that she's been with from the time she was very, very young. And she actually growled at her handler and clung to me. And I actually had to walk off the platform, and they had to bring another bear out for the next family to do their pictures. And I finally eventually had to pull her off of me and hand her. And she was growling the entire time. It was so funny.
That bear just knew the vibes. It was like, I don't want to leave.
Yeah. And it's so up in Idaho, near Rexburg, there's a place called Yellowstone Bear World. And that's where these bear cubs are from. That they're part of a breeding program to help rebuild the black bear population in the U.S. And we went up there 12, 13 years ago, something like that. And because it's Twinkie, and I wanted to know. I found out that she had been moved to another facility. And at that time, she was a mama of, I think she had her first litter the year before, which was really fun to be able to get those updates because they have a record of all these bear cubs. And we were able to actually feed the bear cubs then.
Do you know if that place still exists? And do you know if I could purchase a bear? Because
you can't purchase a bear, but I will. You can Google Yellowstone Bear World, and you can go up. It's usually end of April through the first week of October, give or take a few weeks, depending on the weather. But you can actually go up there and do a tour, and there's a petting zoo. Pay the extra, and you can bottle feed bear cubs.
Oh, that's
it's a blast.
That is definitely something that I'm gonna have to do. It's like I told myself at one point in life, if I ever get like disgustingly rich enough, I'm getting a bear, and I'm also getting an owl. I want an owl.
Tiger wants a tiger, and I've laughed at him. I'm like,
I mean, yeah, okay, I can see it. Ain't nothing wrong with a man with the dreams and whatnot. Are you not going to support him with the whole bear thing though? Right, I think it'd be really cool if you did.
Oh no. Well, I'll definitely support him, but you have to understand, the man's allergic to tigers. He's allergic to cats. Can you imagine his allergy to a big cat? Which is kind of funny.
He'll be fine.
Okay.
He'll be fine. I hope so. He's not like deathly allergic, is he?
We haven't tested it in a few years.
Okay, fair enough.
And he hasn't been around a cat since Christmas, I think.
Christmas?
Because his niece recently moved out of his sister's house and took her kitten with her. So when we were over there earlier, he didn't get mauled to death by the cat. But he's highly, highly allergic to cats.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It is.
No, yeah, being allergic to tigers does sound fucking tragic, sir. You are correct on that one.
He would love to be able to play with them. We have actually looked to see if there's places to do with tigers like what you can with bears. And we haven't found any yet, but I think it would be fun.
That'd be kind of cool.
We want to be able to go up, hopefully this fall, that things will settle down. I've been so busy at work that even taking a couple days off is a challenge right now. But we're hoping that things will change and settle down, and we can take because it's only about a 5 or 6. It's about as far for us to go up to Bear World as it would be to go down to Moab.
Okay, so you're not too far.
No, it's realistically we can do it as a day trip. We've done it as a day trip where we've gone up. We left the house at like 6 o'clock in the morning, gotten up there, and spent the day, and come back and gotten home at like midnight.
Yeah, sounds about right. That is an aggressively American thing that I love, because every once in a while I'll talk to somebody that I won't know that they're not from America or whatever, and it's like, yeah, I mean, we drove like 6 hours, and they're just like, you drove 6 hours? I'm like, yeah, that's kind of normal here. And he's like, dude, if I drove 6 hours, I'd be in Germany. I'm like, oh yeah, you live over there. Gross, but all right, fair enough.
Tiger's mom is originally from Switzerland, and they went over there to Switzerland. I think it was about 15 years ago that they went over there. It was when one of the volcanoes erupted, and they flew into Paris, and his uncle picked them up from the airport from Paris, and they drove through into her original hometown in Switzerland, and it was only about a 4.5 hour drive.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
And for them, that was, you're going from one country into the other. And for us, it's like, I can drive 1.5 hours, depending on which direction I'm driving, and I can either go east, west, or north. 1.5 hour drive to be in 3 different states, depending on which route I'm going. I can be in Wyoming in 1.5 hours. I can be in Idaho in about 1 hour and 20 minutes. And ironically, Nevada, that you would think is closest for me, I can be in Wendover in about 1 hour and 45 minutes, depending on if I'm using cruise control or not.
True, and
because it's only about 90 miles.
Yeah,
from us.
I'm assuming you're speeding too. You're not going to the speed limit.
I mean, the speed limit through there is 80.
So you're going.
So
like
I could sit
95.
on cruise control and go 82, 83, and have people flying past me.
Well, yeah, you're only going like 83, brother. What are you talking about? When I was in Texas and it was 80, I was going 100. And at first, I thought it was like a joke. I thought it was a joke. But I'm in the fast lane, going 100 miles an hour, and there's a car behind me flashing its lights. So I get out of that lane so that car can pass me. It's a state trooper. Mind you, I'm still going 100 miles an hour. Yeah,
did you get pulled over, or
no.
Did they just want to get past you?
He just wanted to get past. His lights weren't on or anything. He just flew right by me, and I was like, okay, here I was thinking that, what I'm doing is like terribly illegal. It was, but he was like, whatever, I don't care. I was like, all right, I'm not complaining. I guess I'll just knock it up to 120.
No, I just feel like I'm losing control of the car when I'm going that fast.
Oh, well,
now, granted, through there, it's the West Desert, so there's nothing through there.
Oi.
And you've got really, really high winds through that entire area. And
oh yeah, I forgot. Steel. Steel meets Zerd. Zerd meets Steel. Zerd is an IRL friend of mine that I have known for a decade plus. I think at this point, I think it's like 13 years, something like that. And we went on a road trip, and we were in Texas, and yeah, he knows exactly what I was talking about, because he probably did it too, because we took turns driving, so like he's seen it firsthand.
Well, nice to meet you, Zerd. That's funny. I have a lead foot. I have to control myself. I don't like speeding tickets.
Yeah, 12 going on 13. Damn. Yeah, it's been a minute. But yeah, no, I don't think anyone likes speeding tickets except for Zerd, because I know he has like 2 of them. But he moves. That's the thing. He moves, but he moves with purpose. He's one of the only people I know that, like, if he's driving fast, I don't have to like worry. I can actually like fall asleep and it'll be fine because he's driving. But there's some people I know. Lead sounds like Lightfoot to me. Yeah, oh god, because he'll put his foot into the ground as it's moving, and it's like, that's not fast enough. So.
No, I like not having speeding tickets. I've had one in my life, and I would like to avoid any more.
Fair enough.
And being that I live in a little hole in the wall town. Cops don't have a lot to do.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, my only speeding ticket was like $200, and I was going
Jesus.
15 over.
Good lord. I've gotten
Well, I
one
live
speeding
in a-
ticket.
I-
I think it was only like $60. What'd you say it was?
It was almost 200.
Jesus Christ.
It was stupid. It was stupid. Well, you have to understand. I can honestly, literally say this. We have more peacocks in my town than stoplights.
There are peacocks in Utah?
Yeah, of course we do.
What do
We
you
have
mean,
more
of course?
peacocks.
You're making it sound like
They're
that's
probably pets.
Huh.
They're pets, but yeah. We
Okay.
have more peacocks than stoplights in my town. Okay?
Learn something new every day.
We
Hey.
got our second stoplight about 2 months ago in my town.
And somehow you have internet. This is insane. It sounds like you're like describing The Handmaid's Tale.
I live in a cute little town. We have one grocery store. We have, the nearest Walmart is 20 minutes away.
I mean, it's not terrible. I've been farther, but okay, fair enough. Is it one of the super centers, or is it one of those like smaller ones?
It's a super center.
Okay, yeah, it sounds about right. I mean, if you're gonna be in the middle of nowhere, might as well have everything at one place. How do you not go to
But
Dick's Sporting Goods, bro? I'm assuming they sell guns there at your Walmart. They sell guns.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's a Walmart
But no.
right there. That's a Walmart right there.
but we have real gun stores too.
Oh yeah, I figured there'd be no way you didn't.
We're Utah, where we have one of the lightest gun laws in the entire country.
Really?
Believe it or not.
You're starting to make Utah sound like a pretty nice place to live. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We're an open carry state, hun.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Additionally, our concealed carry permits are valid in. When I did the class 16 years ago, our concealed carry permits were valid in 20 other states.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's not valid in like California
That's a
or
garbage state.
Oregon,
Garbage.
but if I go to Arizona, Wyoming, Idaho, New Mexico, Texas, states like that,
The states where God pays attention.
Then, yeah.
Fair enough.
then we can use our permits in those states.
Oh,
I let it lapse I let my permit lapse when I became an open carry state. Eventually, I'll get it renewed, just because I do want to be able to travel outside the state.
True.
And being that Tiger really wants to go to Texas sometime in the next couple of years, I've warned him that he wants to be able to eat wild boar. He's dying to try wild boar.
It's kind of
Properly.
nice. It's kind of nice.
It is really good.
Yeah.
He's had it in a restaurant, and it's not the same.
No,
It's just not.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing that restaurant has actual wild boar, but I mean, whatever. Also, you got a
There's
Shields?
nothing.
You in the Midwest, buddy? I ain't heard of Shields in a while. But you said you
Shields
still
is huge.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
We've got one that's a little over an hour away from us, the Shields.
Oh, okay.
It's huge.
I've only seen like 3 of them, and one of them was in Iowa when I was on I-80. But you said you have family in Texas. I'm assuming you would just go down chill in Texas, right?
Tiger and I have never been there together.
Hmm.
Believe it or not. So, he's been wanting to go, but in our years together, it's only been in the last year or so that we've actually made enough money that we can reasonably think about traveling. So, and now with our dogs, but we had a dog for years and years that had massive separation anxiety
Mm.
that She would have been great in the car with us, but because of her breed, traveling with her would not have been good
Oh,
because she was a pure pity.
people really hate pit bulls, bro.
They do.
It's so unfortunate.
They really, really do. She was my girl.
So when you get, let's say, the cards align, right? You get to go to Texas. Other than eating the whole wild boar thing, what else do you think you got planned?
Oi, oi,
I
oi.
want to take him and show him my like where I grew up in the Dallas area.
Where was that?
So I grew up in a little town. It's not little anymore. It's grown up quite a bit, and Spider is actually telling me how much it's grown because he's driven over in that area a few times. But it's a town called Grand Prairie, and it's
That's where you were?
not. Yeah, I was in Grand Prairie.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's.
I know.
No, I was just like, I was thinking, small world, because
It was smaller when I was there, but
Yeah.
yeah,
because
I've heard it's doubled in size.
Oh yeah. And when I was out in Texas for the month that I was there, the person that got me out there was in that area. So I was just like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. And then where I was at was in a place called Hutchins, which is just south of that. Well, not south of Grand Prairie, but south of Dallas itself. That was fun. I thought that was going to be my tomb for a minute there, but we live and we ball.
Yeah.
Oi, oi, oi.
I want to be able to take him to a Rangers game at some point.
Oh,
To me, that would just be a blast. He and I have never actually been to a baseball game together, and I found out about a year ago after I joined the company, because Tiger and I work for the same company.
Yeah.
And they actually will, every couple years, rent out a suite with our local baseball team. And with all the years that Tiger's been there, he's never told me about the fun things that the company does. I knew about Lagoon Day, and that was about it.
What?
Okay, so we have a amusement park here that it's called Lagoon, so it's similar to Six Flags. It's not nearly as big,
Okay.
but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And Tiger's not very social in person at all. Like, getting him to open up, even getting him to do a collab with you, is a big deal to him.
Is it? I mean, we don't have to. If we don't want to do it. I don't want to
No,
pressure
no.
him to do
It's good. I think,
Oi, oi,
first of all, I
oi.
think it would be good for him.
it. Goon Day, I love it. I mean, yeah. If he's down, I'm so down. But okay.
No, I honestly, when he found out I was doing it with you, he was excited. But he's trying to get him to do certain things outside of work and outside of the family is a challenge. So he and I have never done things like going to a baseball game, stuff like that, because he's a ginger. He's allergic to the sun.
No, yeah, very true.
And so I want to be able to get him to do certain things like that I've always enjoyed. When I was younger, I was one of those that I would go out hiking all the time. Bike rides. I was very, very outdoorsy. And then I married a ginger. And
Oi,
Yeah.
oi, oi.
burst into freckles when the sun hits him. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's covered in freckles. It's kind of funny.
Have you taken the
But-
time to count them all?
I tried. I lost track.
Mm.
And I probably have more freckles than he does, believe it or not.
Really?
Yep.
So you're part ginger too, huh?
I'm a daywalker.
Oh my god.
Let's face it.
He's a class traitor. Oh my god, I can't believe him. How can he do this?
I am a very, very, very pale brunette, but I have the complexion of a ginger. So it's funny. But I don't burst into flames being out in the sun. So we have half of a soul between us.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. It's
I would say that we have 3/4 of a soul between us, thank you, because I'm a daywalker, so I have half, and he has none. Although technically, he has bought souls in the past.
Excuse me?
So
You want to explain that for the class? What do you mean by that?
the most recent one. Now, keep in mind we have the half husky problem. Okay. Groot is a loudmouth, to put it mildly. And I wish the tiger had gotten it on video, because it happened while I was driving home from work a few weeks ago. But he was eating a piece of cheese, and Groot loves anything cheese related. Okay, I come home from Costco, and he immediately knows, and if I do not have a brick of brie, he hissy fit hits. And so I had been to Costco a couple nights earlier, and Tiger got out the brie, and I was on the phone with him when I heard it. So I was able to hear it because he was trying to get him to say, "I love you." And no, I don't love you. He won't say it. He's a little bit of a jerk. If he has an audience, he won't say it. And so Tiger finally said, "Will you sell your soul to me for brie?" And he goes, "Yes, my soul." So technically our dog sold his soul to him for a piece of brie. But when he was in high school, there was some kind of an incident that somebody wanted a soda or a Coke or something, I don't know. And Tiger made a joke of, "I'm soulless, so I'll buy you a Coke for your soul." And they wrote up a contract, and it's probably in one of his journals somewhere in the house. I have no idea. But he bought a couple souls for a Coke in high school.
But yeah, he knew what he was doing. He knows what he was doing. Also, I mean, every freckle's a soul, so I mean, it isn't like you ran out of freckles all of a sudden.
I mean, eventually I'll sit and count them, but they're everywhere. They're all over.
I mean, yeah,
between his face, his arms, his legs.
Yeah, it's kind of the point. It's exactly why I would do it too. I'm gonna pick my favorite one too. But that's just a me thing. It's like an 18 plus here. The family channel. I can't say that with a straight face.
I behaved myself in this chat. Thank you very much. I have kept it PG-13.
See, that's what I keep telling people that you don't have to if you don't want to. And everyone says the same thing. I don't want to get you banned, brother. I don't care. If you need to say it, if you were gonna say it, it probably needed to be said anyway. So.
No, this would have been 90s Coke. So it was when it was turning to be not so whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Coke from now. It was not the good Mexican Coke that you can get. Or the OG Coke from the 70s.
I was about to say the OG Coke of the 70s, that's where it's at. Elon Musk has enough money to do the funniest thing right now, but I don't know if he'll do it. I'd buy that. I'd buy that immediately. But we've come to about the end, so I ask everyone the last couple of questions. So, do you have any wisdom to impart with the class right now? Anything at all?
Keep being yourself. I mean, I have fun BSing with you on X on a regular basis between our DMs and the stuff that your crazy
Oi, oi,
brain comes
oi.
up with. Because I can't tell you how many times I've talked to Tiger. I'm like, what the hell did Jigs do in the middle of the night? He goes, what do you mean? I said, look at all these. And suddenly my feed is full of stuff that you've created in the middle of the night. And I'm like, does the man not sleep? And he laughs at me and goes, well, do I? Obviously not. But seriously, keep being yourself and don't hold back with the stuff that you create. I mean, do what you love, have fun with it. Don't necessarily fall in line with what other people want you to do. I mean, yeah, great commissions. I'm a fiber artist, okay? The amount of projects that I have going on a daily basis would blow most people away.
You
Like,
do seem really
ADD.
busy.
And eventually, in fact, I should get it posted that I finally finished. I haven't woven in my ends yet, but I finally finished a sweater that I started in April last weekend. Okay? I did it for me. Do
Okay.
your art for yourself.
Actually, no.
And I say that to everybody. Be yourself. I mean, Tiger tried to scare me off
He did.
when we first met.
Why?
Previous girlfriend was crazy.
Oh,
But be yourself. Do things for yourself. And if other people like it, fabulous. If they don't, you're doing it for you. And
Sure.
that's how I am with the things that I create. That I do things for myself, and if other people love it, fabulous. I don't do it for them. When I'm creating, I play with extracts, okay? And I love making vanilla extract. It's my favorite thing in the world to make. And to play with it. I experiment. And some people have absolutely loved my experimentations. Some people have been like, that didn't work. It's for me. And that's what matters.
Very true. I got to get with you with a couple things because, what was it? That picture that Tiger drew. I still have that. It sits on
Really?
Yeah, it sits on my desk.
It's one of my favorite pieces that he's done. It was a beautiful piece. I'm glad that you liked it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he got it done so fast. Is what it was. That's kind of insane. I was not expecting that.
He's a little crazy when it comes to his artwork. He's working on a piece that he can't release the full thing, but I can say who it's for. Right now that he's got a small commission for Celestium that he
Okay.
started last night.
Oh, this
That
is
is
fresh.
related. Yeah. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see when he gets it completed. But he's working with her on her comic.
Stick. I like that. I like that.
Oi.
Also, at one point, I got to get with him. There's a bunch of stuff that I got to do with a lot of people. But like the thing is, I know because I've heard you say it before, and I've heard him say it before that he obviously doesn't do a heck of a whole lot of stuff, but I'm quite extroverted, so I don't want to like bombard him with a bunch of stuff. But there's a lot of stuff that I would like to get at least his input on, as someone who also is creating stuff. So I'll probably talk to him about that at some point.
Get ready to have fun. Pull him out of his shell a little bit. And if need be, I'll be sitting next to him and can give him a swift kick or throw yarn at him. You can DM me and say kick him, whatever. You know I'm happy to.
Yeah, that's oh Rosa, what's up, man? Oh, I just realized you came in at the end. Damn. Yeah, you missed it. She was dropping some superior ball, bro. She was trying. She knows ball, okay? She knows ball. That's all I'll say. You're gonna have to catch most of it on the upload when it goes live, which I don't know when that'll be because I have so many interviews, and I had one a day for this week, and then I'm already like scheduling stuff for next week.
You've been busy, and your interviews have been fun. They've been really entertaining.
That was the idea. That was the idea. We got to get this Hope Core out here. If we can all be goofy and fun and have a good time, that's the idea. That's the idea. But it's been like an hour and 48 minutes. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But also something else. When you do get a chance, while we were talking, like originally when we like first started talking, you gave me an idea for a prompt, so I made that prompt and it's on X and I tagged you with it. So go ahead and take a look at that.
Let me do that now. You've got me curious.
Oh, it's not crazy. So there's nothing crazy. It's just something I thought of. I forgot exactly what you said, but you said something about brain, and like that word for some reason triggered like some sort of Vietnam flashback into me to make what I made.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, I think it looked kind of nice.
That is epic. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not a problem. I got a couple more prompts that I got to do later today if I don't run out of gens. But if I do run out of gens, and you are up, you'll probably see me posting a lot more at like 11:30 something at night tonight.
Well, I will look forward to looking for those. And a lot of others have been working off of that prompt that you did too. There's some
Yeah.
really cool ones on here.
I repost them whenever I see them. They're really cool. But yeah,
They really are. Well, thank you for having me. It has been a pleasure talking to you as always.
yeah. Say goodbye to the chat.
Thank you, chat. It has been fun. Nice to meet some of you guys. For those of you who followed me, I followed you back. And I'm looking forward to the next stream that you guys do. And in the meantime, I'm going to be looking forward to the next person who's going live in a little bit because I'm going to have fun trolling somebody else this afternoon.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
It's time to... Spider's going to be fun to troll. I'm sorry. I'm looking forward to this one.
No, I feel it. He is fun to troll. He is fun to troll. But
Well, with what he's doing... You know what he's doing this afternoon, don't you?
isn't it that hot chip challenge, or was that not today?
He's doing his hot... Yeah, he's doing his hot chip challenge this afternoon.
Hey, okay, yeah, definitely. I'm probably gonna pop in to see that. That'll be great.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Thank you guys. It has been a pleasure. Nice to meet everyone.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Bye.
Peace.